Hello everyone, this is Mr. Speak, and I'm going to be doing a review on the new Naruto chapter. Oh crap. I cannot for the life of me, I'm bad with chapters this week. I'm sorry about that. It's been a hectic day, that's why these videos are late. In any case, we start off where we left off before. Madara seems a bit self-aware. He's already identified the jutsu used to bring him back. Not that surprising. He does seem to know who's behind, all this. He does seem to know, like, he does seem to have an idea of who's behind on this. So is it himself? Is it somebody he knows? As two possibilities sprung up. However, more about that, mystery of Madara form. I will be creating part 2 to that series. So make sure to comment below in the first video or in this video on what you think. In any case, Kabuto is able to contact is able to contact them through the Edo Tensei Jutsu, which is something that kind of had a question on, just because I wasn't sure if they automatically knew who brought them back. In any case, Kabuto claims he's helping him, so I think Kabuto knows who's the real guy behind the mask as well. There's still no foresight there. In any case, Madara doesn't seem to be concerned. He jumps into the fray. First thing he does is like a larger, multiple version of that giant fireball jutsu that we've seen both people like Sasuke and Kakashi do in the past. They're able to block it. Then Naruto jumps into the fray with a big, huge Rasengan. And lo and behold, Madara blocks it. Not that surprising, but he blocks it with Susanoo. One thing to know about it is Madara's Susanoo is a dark version of Susanoo, but simultaneously it's not as dark as Sasuke's. I mean, Sasuke's was pitch black. It had all this armor. It looked, heinous. There's one word I use to describe it. In any case, he blocked it there. So Naruto just keeps the size going and use the Wind Rasen Shuriken. He tosses his at Madara, who, as opposed to blocking with Susanoo, I don't think it would have worked, but he used the Rinnegan, and he used like one of the past the pain abilities, and he absorbed Naruto's jutsu. I mean, I was completely shocked. We'll get a little bit more on the Rinnegan, in that the Rinnegan is like the final step of the Sharingan. And more on that later, because I've got a whole little rant about that later. But in any case, Mew, the bandage guy, apparently knew about it as being the final step anyway. He was able to decipher the Uchiha clan's writings. So that's another little tidbit to ask about later. In any case, Madara still not phased at all. He uses a jutsu, and he alters his Susanoo, so the Susanoo is forming the hand signs, and then we get to this massive, like, I don't even know what to call this, a meteor, an asteroid. It's this massive piece of rock hurtling towards them all. I'm thinking to myself, damn. In any case, they're all just, the rest of the ninja army is just like shock and awe. They're really, some of them calling Madara like a god at this point. And who's to blame them? We have not seen a jutsu on this scale aside from Pain himself, when we know the circumstances behind Pain, aka Nagato. So yeah, this is pretty extreme, especially considering Pain exists in a later era. So technically, in a way, he should be better, I guess you could say, but simultaneously, I mean, seriously, Madara is just whipping out all this Pain without even any kind of effort. I mean, he's using such advanced techniques without even trying. In any case, that's where the chapter ends. This huge meteor is just hurting towards them all, and I'm calling it a meteor, and that's where it ends. In any case, this was a great chapter. I mean, not a lot happened, but still, very interesting chapter. No insight on who's behind the mask, really. So I guess I'm kind of disappointed, though I'm not very surprised. I guess it's not one of those things where it's that time to like discuss it and hash it out until we actually fight the guy behind the mask. So Madara is completely under Kabuto's control, or at least is going to go along for with Kabuto for the kicks. Either way, the army is screwed right now because Naruto is apparently, exhausted his, tail beast form. So that's bad news in and of itself. And honestly, if he somehow beats Madara using Sage Mode, which I don't know if he can, what's going to be left for with Sasuke? I mean, he's used two powerful Rasengan techniques. So, yeah, what's going to go down? I honestly can't tell at this stage. One thing question I do have is I thought the Sharingan was an offshoot of the Byakugan, yet they're getting like these massive, crazy upgrades. It's like 10 times better. It's like okay, you know, you got a knockoff brand, and then all of a sudden it's like the knockoff becomes better than the original to a point where it's not. You can't even tell that it came from the original to begin with. That's kind of the thing, because maybe it's just because the Hyuga clan focuses too much on their style of fighting, aka the gentle fist, that they don't focus on advancing the Byakugan aside from the vision range. But I mean, seriously, it evolves into the Rinnegan, so you would think like the full version of the Kekkei Genkai would be able to do that as well, at the very least. But we haven't seen any kind of stuff like that from the Hyuga clan. Then again, none of them are really main characters, so that could be a reason too. I mean, you have a main antagonist possessing a Sharingan, so I guess if you possess a Byakugan, then they'd be helping the Byakugan more. But that's just manga stuff, so whatever. Another small question is Madara doing this for the lulz, or is he just under the effect of the Edo Tensei? Again, we've seen with sufficient resistance, these guys are able to resist it to an extent. Simultaneously, he doesn't seem to be really trying. He doesn't seem to want to help out. He seems to know who's behind it, doesn't seem to care. I mean, you know, it's really weird. Again, there was two theories that fits in here. One, if he's like I guess another version or part of Madara, like a whole complete version, like he's only half of a whole, then maybe he's just using it to advance his own plans. Simultaneously, if it's like another dude, then why is he going along with this? I mean, sure, Madara is not a bad guy, but if it's actually Toby Madara behind all the most of the evil we've seen in the series, it's been described as Madara just like a guy fighting for his clan, more, other than really evil. Sure, he did some evil things, so to speak, and he was looked up down upon it. But then again, history is always written by the victors. Simultaneously, he did want to fight. He was part of the main reason that the schism occurred between the Senjus and the Uchihas. But simultaneously, you know, it's neither here nor there. He was just fighting for his clan. Let's just leave it at that. In any case, surreal questions. Naruto versus Sasuke. How is it going to go down? Again, Naruto been shown to be a handful on Sasuke, but that was when Sasuke was just throwing caution to the wind. He was going all out. He was tired, and he was going blind. Sasuke's got new vision. He's a lot more dangerous, and plus, he's going to spam the hell out of a Sharingan. That's a given. And another question comes: will Naruto be able to do it at this point? Is he still going to try to save Sasuke, even beyond all reason? I mean, yeah. After all, he was sticking up for Sasuke even when he was suspected to have killed Killer B. And while Killer B, he didn't know Killer B as well as he does now. He attacked the Kage summon and stuff like that. And he was still willing to stick up for him even after all that. He declared he was an enemy to the world. Sure, you should stick up for your friends. Simultaneously, this guy is obviously going over the edge, and he's claimed to want to destroy Konoha, even people who don't have any, reason to be killed or be taken out for revenge. I can understand the elders in Danzo, but he took care of Danzo. The elders are another demon altogether, but why the whole village? That's my question. In any case, I'm probably going to get some hate mail talking about, say, don't talk about Sasuke. People still support him now. I respect that. I don't agree with them, but I respect that. In any case, Again, pretty short but interesting. Overall, I'd give it an 8.5. Not a lot happened, but simultaneously, it was some great fighting. I gotta admit, it was like what, four jutsu, and it's like the equivalent of, I don't know how to equate the equivalent of like four fighting moves in a sense. Like I honestly don't. That's the best description I can give it to you. I mean, we're just watching this overwhelming display of power, and it's amazing. So 8.5 for the chapter. What did you think of the chapter? Comment below. What do you think is behind the mystery? What do you think is behind, the mask? Toby, aka Toby Modder, as I like to call him. I will be doing a part 2 of the video on some more theories. I'll look around the forums. I'll be looking at the comments to see what they say, and I'll put my own little spin on things, as well as comment on some of the theories that are already out there. In any case, this has been Mr. Speak. Hope you enjoyed this video. Signing off.